We're here at Anti-Vaxxer's home. My controller is like, it just said in transit in Washington, D.C. I don't know what, it was supposed to be here Monday, so I don't have it. But I also refuse to play a really hard game, Turok 3, with this trash controller. Oh! Oh, I see. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's the start of the week. How am I regular bouncing? Some weird sub-pixel bug. Oh. It's the last day of July? Oh yeah, that's true. I just did that a second time. This hack is crazy, yeah. Good thing I'm even crazier. Oh my god, stop hitting that. Nice. Well. Oh, I missed. Hello, Fester. I'm trying to re-grab. Yeah, I feel like we'll beat this today unless there's some secret crazy hard level I don't know about. I believe our next hack is Mario's Mystery Meat, which is gonna be something. Anybody know how long that takes to beat? That was crazy. Mario's Mystery Meat. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Where do I go? No. Uh-oh, that means there is some secret hard level I don't know about. Unless there's a puzzle. If there's a puzzle, I'm just gonna look up the answer. No, I don't mean is Mario Mystery Meat hard. I just mean like, depending what time in the stream it is, should I start it today? Or not? Hello, Mr. Goon and Watch. That wasn't right. An hour and a half. It kind of lags there, so it's hard to time my regrabs properly. Sorry, Robotic Mouse is the only one who can pyramid here, buddy. And even he can't do it. Hello, your pal Wyatt. No, he's not allowed. But if we tell him he is, he might do it more, and then we can ban him more. I don't know a good way to do that. I think I have to hit the thwomp in midair. It's really strange. Hello, a smiling one. Jumping off this block is difficult. I think it's honestly easier on a controller than it is a keyboard. It just requires you to press run and jump on the exact same frame. The way I do it is just slap my thumb down on B and Y at the same time. But I don't always get it. Oops. I mean, the thumb feels fine when I'm playing games, but it just still hurts. I want to try exercising, but I'm just too scared. It's not like, oh, you should just do it. Because what if I do one rep and then I'm like, oh my god, I just destroyed my hand. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I was told people stretch when they wake up. Should I be doing that? Not thumb, just general stretch. This is today's first level, yes, and it's challenging. And there's some lifts you can do, and I don't even know. I thought about doing like the pec deck, like flies, and just pressing against it with my palm, but your thumb is part of your palm. And like I have pain down there too. So I don't know. I suck. Even like leg workouts, you like, there's always handles for you to grip to keep your body stable. Otherwise you'll be sliding around. I grip those things really tight. No! Dang it. Yeah, I could do like light weights and just do like 25 reps or something. I just get bored when I do that, but I don't want to get injured. Oh, corner clip. Hello, Rex Wrath. Dead. Oh. Yeah, chat, what did you do on your Monday and Tuesday weekend? That's when you all take weekends too, right? You worked. Unbelievable. I am dead. Not dead. I've been spending time in bed too. Yeah. Noodle Sand, thank you for the 32-month resub with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Oh my god, I can't get past this guy. Hello, Alex. I was way too late. Yeah, I've been looking to get in with a psychologist. Seems like I need to just wait till I move, though. In the door. Will we get trolled? No. Oh, a boss. I'm pretty dead. Oh. Oh. See, I've been looking into online therapy. I'm sure results may vary, but it doesn't, I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of bad. In a way, it's like Uber for therapists. So it's like, probably are some good cases, but I don't know. Shoot. I don't need counseling though, I need a... I ain't talking my problems with y'all. Anyway, it's been kind of hot lately, right? Yeah, that would certainly be something I'd be concerned about, is information leaking. Oh my god, this cycle. Is like, it's not like, oh, just your email and all that leaked, like that sucks, but oh, your entire life story and all your deep secrets leaked. Hi, we're the blackmail people. After sciencing the heck out of the anti-vaxxers, you continue searching for Yoshi, but first, let's talk about bacteria and tobacco for 20 minutes. You liked this hack? I know, you told me that. Fluid movement. Nope. Dolphin dead. Uh-oh. Oh, ow! $10K towards therapy. See, I don't know. Although you're in Canada, I think. I feel like workplace benefits are just strange. You get $10,000 a year toward therapy, but what about just $10,000 more salary a year? I just did the exact same thing. You beat all the super bosses, including the Lingering Will? I thought the Lingering Will was probably the best boss I've ever fought. Well, yeah, I know it doesn't cost the company, but like... I'm saying... I've still not updated my Twitch app. I hope it doesn't auto-update. The majority of the fight is just dodging. And it's very similar to a Dark Souls boss, like... When he opens up, you get a lot of hits off. I guess Dark Souls you usually only hit like once or twice, but... I don't know. I like it a lot. I find the dodging very fun. Ah. I like, I love Kingdom Hearts 2. I was pretty impressed. Failstream played that recently. He did not like it. So he did the modern version where you gotta fight Roxas near the end of the game. It's like a required fight. He was getting wrecked. He beat it without a lot of knowledge. Like he was doing, you know, the no backseating, like blah blah, so... What did he not know? He didn't know that dodge rolling gave you iframes. I don't even think he had it equipped, because I think you have to equip it. In that game. He definitely didn't know about, I forget the attack where you just, like, block. It's like a magical block or something like that. I forget what it's called. You didn't know about that. Yeah, reflect. Captain Awesome, thank you for gifting a sub to Physics. I appreciate it. I love Kingdom Hearts 2, it's one of my favorite games ever. You remember pressing triangle? Is it worth getting into? Depends. If you like either Disney or Final Fantasy, then maybe. Not like the gameplay, just the universes. Okay, I didn't want to hit that left one. I wanted to hit the fish, grab the shell, and then probably shell jump. The games are disconnected, but I just mean like if you're like, oh, I get to have Squall in the game as a pretty important character, or oh my god, it's Tifa, or Aerith, like, just in that sense. Nice, I bet there was a Kaizo there. Thank you, Husley. Somebody should make a Kaizo hack, and like all the Kaizo blocks are in the places that a very experienced player would jump to dodge the obvious Kaizo block. Oops. Be like, oh, if I just hold right here, I bet I hit a Kaizo, so I'm gonna pull left. And then pulling left is what makes you hit the block instead of just holding right. they should all go to an arcade. Offer 10,000 bucks a piece if they go with you. I bet that would work. Maybe I needed to shell jump there. I think I do need to shell jump there. Board game bar. Board games are cool. I never really played them, but the people, Bird, Foo, Panga, they play board games sometimes. And there's a lot of cool stuff. You fixed your 3DS XL? That's cool. Was it a difficult repair? You could find an arcade that's has sensory overload and is called sensory overload. That would be like even another step up. Needed a Luma boot. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what you're saying right now, but I'm glad you fixed it. You lost all your data? Dang. It was packed with kids? What the heck? They're not even buying alcohol. That's how the place makes all the money. Unless... Yeah, we are gonna do more planning because the controller's in Washington, D.C. for some reason. Got an expected delivery date of Monday. Now it's in Washington, D.C. for whatever reason. Oh my god, it like, is there an invisible wall there? What was that? Come on. It is fun. I think August 6th is when the... What did we play last? Monopoly? Either Monopoly or South Park Rally VOD goes up, so, You didn't see First Samurai on the list? What is that? Dang it. Nope. The reason the Beast Plays was created is because all of my non-Mario playthroughs are lost media now. Now I've had several people sad they can't watch me play Link to the Past for the first time. No, that channel just serves to host playthroughs of games I've done. Unless I, like, quit streaming or something. Then I won't have any content to put on there. Well, you gotta wait till Thad beats Turok 3 first. And then possibly 100 some other N64 games. Ah! Favorite so far? Paper Mario. Chad, I think we're gonna milk the N64 series a bit on YouTube. And make some... Hang on. Make some top 10 lists of the first half. Rather than just wait till it's all over. Nice. That was a little frustrating level. Secret exit. Blarg's Lava Pit. Top 10, really, I got the idea because I was making the Tetrasphere video and I'm like, God, this game's so good. But it was it wasn't frustrating because of the level design, it was frustrating because of the partial water SMW physics. Jumping out of partial water is basically RNG, especially when it's layer 2 slamming at the same time.
Way to go! Here's some cash.
GG.
I thought that was Ian. Physics, thank you for $50. 50 Ians at once. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I should create a podcast. Honestly, that could be cool. People like podcasts. I didn't watch it, but I saw my YouTube recommended that CoffeeZilla was on Joe Rogan. I don't really want to watch Joe Rogan or listen to Joe Rogan, but I was curious what happened, if there's any Joe Rogan listeners in chat. Why he was even on there. Could I have just stood still and lived? Premiere Manager got downgraded, Tetrasphere and Banjo-Kazooie got upgraded. A lawsuit? There's a lawsuit? I wonder how much... This is somebody who makes YouTube videos and knows how much people get from that. I wonder how much, like, big podcast gets. Like, does Spotify run ads? Or, I guess not necessarily Spotify. A podcast hosted platform. They're like ad breaks. Because like it's a lot. Like podcasts are long. So it's a lot of time invested. Especially if it's like a legit podcast where you're actually researching and not just getting on there and talking with your friends for a couple hours. Dang it. He's getting sued by Jake Paul. Well, I hope that ends in a satisfying way. Settled out of court, nobody gets any satisfaction. I remember a long time ago when H3H3 got sued and their lawsuit actually went all the way. That was a very satisfying ending. It took like 4 years. Hello, Rudd. How's it going? It's also unfortunate in a way because it was a big win for fair use, but now it's what people use to just react to videos where they just sit in the corner and stare at it. If you watch those old H3 reaction videos, there's so much effort put into them, and compared to like the reaction content you get today. Maybe they need to revisit that. Oh my god. No, you can't. Although the top one kind of disappeared. No, that doesn't work either. Dude, there's people literally making like over $1 million a year scouring Ask Reddit and stuff, getting an AI voice to read it, and putting Minecraft parkour behind it. To be fair, when I was addicted to TikTok, I would watch some of those videos, and I do think the Minecraft parkour helped me stay interested. Ishaori, thank you for the 24-month resub with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Sometimes this Koopa is like half a tile lower or something, and it's an impossible setup. It's really weird. I need to post to TikTok, start doing that again. I'm afraid I'll get hooked on the app again, though. I do miss seeing that guy who dances and his belly shakes while he has a big plate full of meat. That's hard. Auto-upload VODs to a YouTube channel? I think, but it's always been crap. No, that guy didn't die, but every video you see of him, the comments are like, didn't this guy die? Historical video talking about like Galileo or something. Didn't this guy die? Interest in the Olympics? Not really. I guess I'm like passively interested in basketball, but not fully invested. Oh my gosh. Phelps. Yeah, I didn't really watch then either. Oh, you can make that height. It's just like TAS only. I went at the only time that it doesn't work to bounce off the dude. Yeah, this level is tough. Oh, you gotta wait. Okay. Oops. Hello, Ryan is me. Hey. Murder ball? What's that? Oh my gosh. Chat, we have made the difficult decision to stop the weekday Mario Maker videos on Tab West. I will keep doing the weekend ones that I do myself, but I'm moving, so I'm gonna have to budget tighter, cause I do pay rent here, but it's gonna go up by like 4 times. I'm getting a decent deal here. Re-uploading them? No. I would have to delete them from the beast, and I don't really want to do that. They're not even not making money. They're losing a lot. I don't know, it just kind of happens so fast. But I think it's every Mario Maker channel, just people collectively started watching, stopped watching at the same time. If you go to like Ryukar and look at his analytics from like a few months ago, it's like so down. So I don't know. An anonymous gifter, thank you for getting us up to Kratos is angry. I appreciate it. Like, if we get a Mario Maker 3, I will definitely go nuts with it, creating content, but I don't know. It's unfortunate. And also, just my passion for the game's not what it used to be. Like, I'm definitely lower energy on stream when I'm playing it compared to this. I don't know. So it makes worse content. Oh. I mean, we are in a Nintendo drought, but it's... They should be talking about their new console soon, so that should change the flow. Good hack so far? Yeah, it's very tough, but I like it pretty well. I want Maker 3 so bad. Even unbiased, like, if I just quit streaming, I would still play it. But biased, I want it really bad. I can save for my retirement. God, I forgot what was down there. They did add that sound when you beat a super world, which is weird. Like they knew it was missing, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll throw it in with super worlds." Okay, there was literally no way to live that. What's retirement? It's when you pop one of your tires and you have to go get new ones. You retire your car. Dang it. Gosh. Oh. It's annoying when that Koopa's a bit lower. How does saving for retirement work? Well, I got a pretty good tax guy, so... I have 2 retirement accounts. One of them's so obscure that you can't do it online. I had to mail in a paper form and a check. Oh. I think literally anybody can have a Roth IRA unless you... I think if you're too rich, you can, but then you probably don't need to save for retirement, so... I have this thing called a self-employed 401k. Okay. Mail sending for the 9-month resub with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Right, but you normally don't have a 401k as a self-employed person. Like, I couldn't do it online. I was really confused. He's like, no, you gotta mail in this form and mail in a check every time you want to fund it. I was like, oh, okay. That's weird. My 401k is a different thing than what you would get at your standard job. It's still 401k, like under the tax code, but it has different rules. I don't know, it's weird. I know, I was like, I don't know how to make a check, what do I do? Still don't understand why you gotta put like and 00 and draw a big line or whatever. Like, what is that about? No, it pulls you left, dang it. Alright chat, I gotta take a quick break. Be right back. Okay, alright, we're not gonna die this time, no shot. Although I almost hit that spike. Oh my god, that was so close, dude. That was so close. Oh my god, I thought I blew it. A one-way sign is rectangular and a yield sign is this shape. You non-Americans, you don't know any of these. Unless you do. Maybe you do. People know more about the world than I do.
Sorry, wrong.
What?
Anyone else?
Huh?
Thanks to @tilted_skirm for my sub gift.
Come on!
Make a selection.
What kind of trash? Come on, man! I'm getting cheated here! No, dude! When was it declared a pandemic? I got a haircut while I was in Australia, which that was when the virus started getting crazy.
Here we go.
Mario, pick up the pace! No! I didn't get that checkpoint because of the freeze from the iframes. Is it gonna pay off? It paid off! Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, one shot the ending. Now the tracking thing for the controller just says in transit. It doesn't even say Washington, D.C. anymore. Better show up here. No, I just had to keep going right. Carl Germ, thank you for the 46-month resub. I appreciate it. I did see there's this new program. This doesn't matter to most of y'all. Maybe you'll find it interesting. I think it's called like Atom TV. Gia, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. We were playing, Salty Sagan World. It's a very difficult SMW Kaizo hack. Whoa! H! Aw, man. So I gotta beat that again. I'm not that good at key jumps. Dude, I'm not good at key jumps. Got to your state before it took a wrong turn and headed out of the country. Oh god. It is a nice checkpoint. I don't have to really learn in third section to get the secret exit, so it's not all bad. Dude! 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 Grab the key! What are you doing? Man, I'm sucking right now at this. Whoa! What? Somehow I missed the key. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other exit while I still have muscle memory. Can you play multiple on the same cartridge? Yes, there's a device called an EverDrive or FX Pack. They both achieve the same result, but you stick an SD cartridge into, or SD card into the cartridge, and it has a menu to choose any hack you want off of that same cartridge. But if you are just starting, I would play on an emulator on a PC, unless you don't have one. Oops. RetroArch? Yes. In fact, I think that's what most people use. Yeah, if you already have a Super NT, that's a good option, but they're not cheap. Like, the cheapest option by far is the computer that you already own. Just emulate it. If you want to use a SNES controller, you can even do that. There's like a USB adapter for it. Ah! I'm assuming I don't need this key. Thank you, I have one big eye. Yeah, I'm gonna swap back to my real SNES. I plan to buy a RetroTink 4K. How did I die? Dr. Blue, thank you for the giant emo. Yeah, but I was just climbing on a vine. Ah, do you gotta like frame perfect to grab that? Mr. Goodwatch, thank you for the giant emo. If it pushes you on the vine, you die? Really? Oh god. This is gonna be rough. Hey. Dude, you gotta like frame perfect grab it. Oh my gosh. No, Z. I have one big eye. You got any Dreamcasts lying around? Ready to make a Dream Thab? Oh, really? Borrow a Dreamcast? No, I want to own the console. No! Hey, see, it says Z. You guys are haters, but it even says it. I mean, a lot of the Dreamcast bangers got ported to the GameCube, to be fair, but I think the GameCube versions are generally worse. I pushed the run button. Yeah, I played Sonic Adventure 1 on the Dreamcast. I remembered really liking it. So I always get confused when I see people playing it on Twitch and stuff, and it's so jank. But then I learned that even the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure 1 is like super jank, and the Steam version is way worse. So I'm like, yeah, my nostalgia might be correct. Like, the game design is still a little weird, but the game actually functions well on the Dreamcast. Am I the N64 guy? Yes. God, what the heck, man? I love the idea of using obscure video game accessories. Like, if I could somehow do like e-reader stuff with the GameCube, I think that'd be so cool. But I don't know if you can forge them. I don't want to spend $8 billion. Oops. Like, the Densha de Go stream was so cool. I know I dressed up or whatever, but not even including that, just... Ah, wait, that's that symbol that means death. What pipe am I meant to go in? The last one? I know what that's about to say. I don't need to see the rest of it. Like, I own a copy of, anybody know which Pokemon game used the e-reader? Or it came with e-reader cards? I bought a copy that had those still in the case. And it was, because I'm dumb. Back when I was into collecting. And it was like so much more just because it had that included. Yeah, but that symbol means dead, so I'm not supposed to bounce off that note block. Unless a pipe shows up or something. No, but I would love to... The problem with the Future Retro Challenge is if I'm like, oh, let's do multiplayer on some games. Like, who do I play with? Like, hey, do you agree to be here for free 5 days a week for 4 hours? And if you don't show up, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Although I guess the only way you could play multiplayer is online. Unless you showed up physically, but that ain't happening. Oh, it's a fake one. Yeah, but it would have to be the same people, like... Especially a game like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I don't know how long that game is, but I'm assuming it's much longer than one stream. You'll come over and play with me? No thanks. We're currently looking at the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Crystal Chronicles on the Switch. Did they like do a remake of it or something? Oh, funny you should say that. Popball is going to be on stream Saturday. He said he wants to be on one more time before I move. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm gonna put him on here. Jen, thank you for the giant emo. It's gonna be near the beginning of the stream, so you better get in here if you want to see it. I will be deleting the VOD and deleting all of your memories. No, that's not the right pipe. Wah, 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 wah. Ah! Is the background supposed to look this terrible? Yes. I pushed it too late. Yeah, I wanted to have some kind of transparency from that stream, like the Beast pockets money raised for his pop-all. So we like recorded me giving him like a gigantic stack of cash because he wanted cash. And then I was like, this is stupid. I look like some prank channel on YouTube. So we did that instead. It was interesting going to the bank and being like, yeah, can I withdraw like $20,000 in cash? Okay. Oh, I paid taxes on that money and it was rough. That was a not fun quarterly payment. Yoshi's Dieland. Red, run right, tap left before eating. Yellow, stand still until Yoshi eats the second mole. Blue, try to... Oh, God. Are you playing Simon Says? Oh yeah, the song's back. Anybody missed it? Yeah, banks have a lot of cash, but not just to instantly give out. They said they would give me that much, but I would have had to call in advance. I forget how much they let me get, so I had to go to a bunch of banks. Dang it. Blu-ray, $99, and a Sonic Blu-ray. And a Sonic Blu-ray. Wait, is this an H? Oh, I had to do the double E glitch. Okay, what the heck did this say? I don't know what that's talking about. Hopefully I just know enough about the game to do what I need. I keep missing that. Hello, Nasagi. $99 and a Sonic Blu-ray. And a Sonic Blu-ray. Oh, that's... okay. I keep missing the thing. It's the most money I've spent on a haircut. $99 on a single haircut. Honestly, I have no idea. H. How did this not have an H? Oh, it gives you more time right here. Oh, that sign was about the Yoshi colors. Well, yeah, hopefully I just needed that. Panasonic Blu-ray. Panasonic Blu-ray. Panasonic Blu-ray. Panasonic Blu-ray. Ah, turds. Dang, that's real frugal. Getting the $1 discount on an $11 thing. I respect it. Oh my god. Cutting your hair's not hard. Maybe. Oh, that didn't go so hot. Oh yeah, I had a thought earlier, but then I got raided. Okay. There's this new thing. I think it's called Atum TV. A-I-T-U-M. Anyway, it's supposed to be a competitor to Restream, but I think it's going to be really nice for multi-streaming for what I want to do. Yeah, I thought that's what that was going to lead to. Apparently I'm going to be able to stream, like, on YouTube in both horizontal and vertical format at the same time. I didn't even know you could stream in vertical on YouTube. So I guess for all the YouTube Shorts enjoyers. Will my hack use this song? No. What the heck, man? I like that shell jump there. Oh, corner clipped. Timer. Timer. Nice. I got lucky. That's RNG, whether you fit in the gap like that or not. And we got good RNG. It's RNG if you, like, bonk the wall, I mean. You're supposed to just, like, cleanly go into the gap. Ultra Star 42. No, completed hacks are just hacks I've played ever. Just so you know, this level is very hard. You have to be moving around constantly, and there's also not very much room for error. I wonder how hard this is by today's standards. Unless it has hidden blocks everywhere, then it probably is hard. Oh, the Kaizo block was a helper block. Well, I ignored it. I thought it was a bad block. Yeah, we had both SNES and Genesis growing up. Oh, okay, there are hidden blocks everywhere. I feel a little bad in a way. Chat, does anybody have childhood guilt? My mom and dad, I was talking with them about, like, retirement or something, I don't remember. They talked about how much money they spent on us growing up, probably specifically on video games. Like, what do I say to that? Like we did, we had Super Nintendo and Genesis, we had N64 and PS1. My brother and I both had our own PCs, although they probably were really bad ones. God! Mine was an E-machine, yeah. I hadn't thought of that word in ages. Well, they unknowingly paid for me being a streamer. We both had an Xbox 360. I initially had a PS3, but I wanted to get rid of it because it had no games. I got it on launch day. I think I've told this story like a billion times now, but I don't know if you remember the PS3 and Wii launched around the same time. And if you wanted to buy either one, it was literally impossible. Like, yeah, I'm sure you could have paid a scalper. Like, I don't even think I knew what scalping was back then, though. But anyway. Our local Kmart had reserved 10 PS3s and Wiis to, like, raffle off to customers. You didn't get it for free. The raffle was you got one for MSRP, basically. My mom and dad entered, and they also entered Pawpaw. And so we went to the raffle, and Pawpaw won. So I got a PS3 on launch day for MSRP. But there were no games. I feel like that's literally any console, though. Like, how many games are out for any console on launch day? I don't know. I specifically remember this one Christmas where my brother was getting into music, so he wanted an electric drum set. He got a pretty nice one. Like, it wasn't some cheapo thing. I don't know, it was a Yamaha kit. I don't know how old. I would have been like maybe 9. I just remember like whining that he was getting like such an expensive gift. Like, I don't know. I was a kid, but still. Well, they ended up buying me like this crazy electric scooter, which one thing was probably very dangerous. But I don't think they would have done that unless I complained. Wow, I wasn't even close. Yeah, the PS3 didn't stay hard to get for long. The Wii did, though. I remember it was hard to get a Wii, like, for the next Christmas, for people who were trying to get one. That was a wild time. Why spin jump? I mean, you would have had Mario 64 as a launch title at least. Like, unless you were already... There's no way you would already be cracked at 3D platformers. I know that was my first, and that game's so hard. So, like, it would have taken a while to get all 120 stars. Okay. I really hope Nintendo doesn't delete this level because I used the word Oh, that's an old reference. Oh my god. That's how you know this hack's old. Yeah. Nintendo would delete your levels and all your stars if you... They didn't want people... In Maker 1, you gave stars, not likes. And you had to get more stars to be able to upload more levels. So people would upload a level and call it star for star. So, like, you'd star their level, they'd star yours. So Nintendo started just, like, deleting people's levels. But they got lazy with detecting it. So, like, if your level just had the word star, it would sometimes just get deleted. Which was annoying, because star is one of the power-ups in the game. It's also just a common word. Yeah, it didn't always get deleted, but there were cases where your level just randomly got deleted because of the word star. I think there were some other trigger words that would activate it. The star was the big one. Oh. Maybe I did want to let it hit the on-off? Mr. Thrash 392, no, Mr. Ginmatsu 9, nope. Unlucky. This is a good Ultra Star. I like this. Even the original, like, Kaizo 1 Ultra Star holds up decently. God. Hey, Libby would like a joke. I was playing my guitar the other day and my friend just kept begging me to sing Wonderwall by Oasis. So finally, I was like, I don't know. And he's like, come on, just play Wonderwall. I said maybe. Dang it. I forgot. Uh-oh, yeah. That's a hard jump because of the block. Otherwise it would be a trivial jump. Nope, too early. You're dreading the subscriber badge? Dang. No! Does Kisa, you sweating yet? You don't think I'm gonna beat this hack today? What is this? Oh, I almost did it. I did not know you were making another hack, by the way. I've been hearing people talk about it because they hear I'm playing this. Ugh. No! Technically true, Brandon Blaine.
Ow.
2019? Wow.
Ow.
Is it chocolate? Or vanilla? That's hard. Honestly, I think the dolphin level's been the hardest level in this hack.
Ow.
That dolphin level was so hard. It was one of the first ones.
Ow.
Feel vanilla, but there's chocolate. That's kind of how I like it, like, just it feels like SMW still, but with some new tools. Whoops.
Ow.
I do think this hack list idea has been really fun. Like, I would have never played this until I ran out of everything else to play. I even liked Rakugaki. That last level just a little too much. Just a little bit. Whoops, I forgot to jump. Been watching the Olympics non-stop. Dang. Not me. I haven't even watched one Olympic.
Ow. Ow.
I saw that, I think his name's Luau Deng is like the sole funder of South Sudan's entire basketball program, like for the whole country. It's kind of wild. No. I don't think 6-pack will take as long as people think. I stay pretty focused when I play. The only real data we have is Link Dead. And I could be wrong, I'm making assumptions here, but Link Dead did not seem very interested. So he kept getting distracted and dying to silly stuff.
Ow. Ow.
Like, it will take a long time. Especially that Anon level. That looks horrible. I thought if there was a broken midway, it would be a reject. Dang it. Plus, I can cheat, can't I? Like, you get to choose which switch palaces are active. So I can just, like, turn them all on. Ah, that's so tight. I'm not saying LinkedIn's not skilled. He's extremely skilled. I'm just saying he looked distracted while he was playing six-pack. That's all. Dude, I wall clipped. I did die because of it. I missed. That's tough. Chat, I gotta take a quick break. Be right back. Yeah.
I'm a winner.
I wasn't even ready. I kind of stood there for a second at the end. I don't even know the channel. I guess you guys have seen it. I just saw it on recommended. My videos get recommended to you? You better be watching them. In there? Hey, dude, that level was awesome. Really, really cool. In there. There we go. That was tough. The spring up through the... It wasn't an hour-long level without that.
I try, but it doesn't give me the option to choose tier 3 tab thump. Keep dominating.
No, I need to swipe the... Oh no. Oh no. See ya, Toad! got me! No! But yeah, like... I don't think stealing levels was a huge problem. I mean, it definitely was happening. But it wasn't easy to do at all. You had to rebuild the whole thing. I think if somebody's willing to do that, they're probably willing to just watch video of the level or whatever to rebuild it. So... Okay, I waited on the tape. I would've hit the spike again there. Still Tom, thank you for the giant emote. Yeah, I don't want a dumper emote. Even Baldman doesn't have one. I'll add a dumper emote if Orator adds one. Actually, no, I take that back, because he might, and I don't want one. Why doesn't he have one? It is the last day of July. I do like the belly emote. It's just, it's weird enough to not be too weird. Hey. Spinning his head. Dan, you were making me feel really nostalgic. I know you were playing Needle Game, but... I played I actually had a choice. There was a sub-forum on a Guitar Hero forum about, other games, and there was this big discussions about, like, the hardest platformers. And I remember there was a big thread about people who discovered a game called Kaizo Mario World. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. But instead of playing that, I played I Wanna Be the Guy. Okay. I spent like, I don't even know how many hours. I beat Mike Tyson. It killed me before I could get a checkpoint. I closed the game out and never opened it again. Ah. I do find them interesting for what they are, but I definitely like the more sophisticated Mario physics. I like the shooting aspect of it though. Like, as a pure platformer, it's just not comparable, but the bosses and things, it's kind of cool. God, stop doing that! Also the stuff like your Amiga game, where it's just like bullets everywhere and you have to dodge them. I like that too. I want to play some Toho games as part of the future retro challenge. I think the Mister might have a PC98 core. I do remember playing Super Meat Boy, and there's an I Want to Be the Guy level. I remember running into that, and I was like, that's so cool. I also played Jumper, which is made by Maddie Thorson, who made like Celeste and stuff. No! Choaniki? I don't know what that is. Oops. Happy Wheels? I think my friends did. That sounds familiar. I definitely didn't. Ah! Who's my favorite SMW player? Me. Hey! I'm gonna get trolled. I got trolled. Oh, and a mole. Yes, I've seen the 1,000 levels challenge. I think it's a goofy challenge. I choose Quickie 1, 2. All the Super Cindy worlds, Learn to Kaizo, Kaizo Kindergarten. Yeah, I played my favorite things, it's awesome. It was one of the first hacks I played when I like returned to SMW. After like a very long hiatus. No Kaizo at the mole unless there is one. If you hit the on-off, the platform just falls into the pit and you get wrecked. Okay, wasn't there a previous path somewhere that I just didn't go down or something? What levels do I have left? I thought it was like at the beginning of the game, the path diverged. Yeah, right here, I think. Wait. Yeah, where do I go? How do I find more levels? Or is it here? Did I beat this level? Oh, right. I still can't use Yoshi for some reason. Dee-doo-doo-dee-da. You can't start select. Did anybody on the 360 play the game Lollipop Chainsaw? I remember seeing that at GameStop all the time, and I was like, what is this game? But I never played it. It's getting a remaster? The back door. You came in the back door to try and get Yoshi before actually beating the game? First, you must prove yourself in Yoshi's Die Land. I think I did that, right? Go back to Yoshi's house. A secret message no one knows about? It's not very secret if you tell everybody. There's 409 people here. Why is this overworld so confusing? How do I keep going in circles? It seems you've been able to find Yoshi. Impressive. You should be able to make your way to the spaghetti factory now. That message? Why is that a real block? Wait, if I die, is this Yoshi gone? Wait. H. Can't say dinosaur without die. If I tried to go in that pipe, I'd have to go get Yoshi again.
Ow.
Grand Prix World 3 music.
Ow.
Nice.
Ow.
Nice.
Ow.
Ha!
Ow. Ow.
What year did this one come out? 2018.
Ow.
Ah! Feanor, thank you for the 67-month resub, 67 in a row. I appreciate it. This is considered the hardest level. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it touched them.
Ow. Ow.
Fab, you're the best.
J Puff, thank you for the 8-month resub with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it.
Ow.
You thought Toad was the best? Nice.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, he literally says, I'm the best. Oh my god. I saw this tweet. Has anybody here played Japanese Mario Party 1 by chance? Probably not. They have very different voice actors in that. And Luigi's is a little weird.
Ow.
Did I like the tweet? This is Luigi in the Japanese version of Mario Party 1 when something bad happens, I guess.
Oh my god!
Ow.
Wario's is different too. I'm assuming they're all different, but... Why? Future sub sound? No.
Ow.
Somebody else can use that one if they want. No, my favorite game is Final Fantasy VII. Oh! So I needed the fire to kill the Spiny, so I just need to go fast there, I guess?
Ow. Ow.
That's so strict. I thought it would be a shell for some reason.
Ow.
If Paper Mario will stay my favorite, I don't know. We still have a lot more to play. Okay, it's not as strict as I thought.
Ow.
Ow. Your socks are definitely going to be knocked off. I'm a little bit cracked. I still think the hardest level was the dolphin level.
Ow.
Oops.
Ow. Ow.
I think I might have been playing it wrong, like loading something incorrectly. It was so strict. And that could have very well been happening. Oh, that was like frame perfect. I was really worried about this hack while I was playing that level. I was like, oh no, this hack's actually like nuts. It is very hard, but not like responsible world hard. What? Is this right?
Ow.
I don't think that was right.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
I wall clipped.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Now you have doubts. Uh-oh. Whew. Yatta, you won't distract me. Oh, no troll. That was awesome. I thought the Yatta was there to prevent me from detecting the troll. Spaghetti Factory.
Ow.
Nice. I am ready to be Kaizo'd. Are you surprised that you had to find Yoshi only to ditch him again to get here? Well, that's the price you have to pay if you want some Salty Sagan special sauce. You can rub it all over your body as you please. That's also an old reference.
Ow.
Yeah, I think this is the last exit, and then the castle isn't an exit because it rolls the credits. A lot of old hacks did that. Actually, it was kind of cool. Dram World rolled the credits, but then they would finish and it would open Star World, I think. Oh, it changed the overworld like the vanilla game does. I would hope so. I only have one level left. Butt of all jokes. Rip butt spot.
Ow. Ow.
Whoops. Oops.
Ow.
What happened to Butt Spot? Twitch changed their policy on bot accounts or something like that.
Ow.
So, Buttspot would have had to be rewritten from the ground up to work again, and the creator just didn't want to do that.
Ow. Ow.
Dang it. I think Buttspot was just joining through like an IRC client, and you can't do that anymore. At least it like limits the number of channels you can be in. Basically. Whoops. Oh, I wasn't lined up. Revelug, thank you for the raid. I was lurking a bit. Did you beat, Kamek? Depending how good you are at Cape, that's the hardest thing in the whole hack. You're probably not good enough at Cape for it to be easier, but yeah. I'm assuming some people would crush the Cape level. Yeah, that fight is draining. Ah. It's not... It's hard. This hack's pretty cool if you ever want to play something new. Well, that wasn't it. Kinda hard. What are you doing? Do I still go to GDQ? I went to the past SGDQ like a month ago or whatever. No, I need to play Supercontinent World, Sortes Biblicae, and Don't Feed the Horses, or whatever it's called. I wonder how hard it is to repair a red ring of death. Few weeks? I think I will be there soon. No, I haven't played Hyper 4, 5, or the Special World of 6. Hyper 6 Special World is on the table, you can add that. Really, you're just adding one level, the rest of the Special World's not that bad. Also, there's been an interesting development in SMW history. Cliffy has been spotted playing Hyper 6 again. And most people probably don't remember this, but he's playing it due to this dumb bet from like 5 years ago at this point or something. So if he beats that, I technically have to play Way of the M, which is like a really crazy standard hack. Oh, I didn't know it would keep doing that. May X Bridget, thank you for 3 gift subs to Morgan the Mage, Dindy Jr., and Bamwich. You won Hyper 6 Special World. Somebody else has to play something if I beat that. I don't remember who. This was literally so long ago. I think, I don't know, it was so long ago. I was like, there's no way you're playing Hyper 6 right now. Well, I've already beaten all the exits in Hyper 6, but I stopped after Abyssal Bowser. So this would just be Special World. Hyper 6 Special World. I don't know how many exits. Hi, Mari. May X Bridget. Well, that's gonna be fun. At least I have other people's videos to watch and steal their round. Ah, that's really tight. I think I see a better way to do that part. Another grind on it. What are you gonna do if I beat it in like 5 hours? I do that sometimes. What do I play offline? If I play anything, I just play old school RuneScape. I don't really play games much though, other than creating content. Okay, I feel like I need to hit that shell twice. Because it doesn't seem possible if you let it swap the thing like that. You were surprised I bought it? Well, I got a lot more than what the game cost in return. I enjoyed Sea of Thieves. I don't know. It was fun. Especially the part where we were toxic. Cheap whiskey? What the heck? Be drinking Southern Comfort? Like that. Ah. Yeah, but you were saying we shouldn't do it, and I was like, no, we're gonna kill them. I don't want to be like actual toxic, like yell slurs into the mic, but I want to annoy them. No, spin jump. That was funny too. No, we destroyed those dudes. Robotic Mouse couldn't figure out how to mute it, so he heard everything they said. Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, I liked it. I probably wouldn't play it on stream again, just because I have a finite amount of hours. Plus, I just generally like streaming Mario. I don't know. It was pretty interesting. I mean, it was a sponsored stream. I don't even know if you can find the VOD at this point. It was me, Gatto, Robotic Mouse. I don't know if any of us had ever played. And McFixit, who has played a ton. So McFixit carried us.
I was finally able to catch a dab stream.
And we found this tiny boat, and they were like, please leave us alone, we're doing a quest. And I was like, nah, get them. So we sunk their ship. Jimmy Loves Tea, thank you for the 21-month resub with Prime Gaming 2 months in a row. I appreciate it. Hello, Shady Milkman. Chat, anybody think that N64 controller's gonna arrive in the next hour? Ugh. It doesn't even seem like it's in this state. Like, what happened? Oh, it's in West Virginia as of an hour ago. Maybe it will get here today. That's good. That means it's probably at least gonna show up here. Oops. Once you get out of, like, the sink or whatever in a disco shell, it's just over. There's no recovering. You might be able to survive a little longer, but you're gonna eventually just fall. What color? I don't know anything about it other than not Darbian. I almost said Darbian. If you saw that joystick program I was using, Avni showed me the metrics on it, and it's a very good joystick. Ideally, you want the values to all sit at 85. That's what it would look like brand new out of the box. This was hovering around like 81, 82. Which might even be better than the controller I had before. It could get here today. Right. No, I didn't know. Wait. Oh, I just... Yeah, okay. There was a lot happening there. I have a Brawler 64 somewhere. I don't know where it is. I didn't like it that well. I did like the wireless part, but that's it. Yeah, my controller had a steel stick, steel bowl in it, and it just wasn't, the joystick wasn't that great after 2,000 plus hours of use, so I I took it apart to like clean it and replace the gears. But while I was cleaning it, I was using alcohol, and I used alcohol on the steel bowl itself, which wiped off the grease that lubricates it. So it made the stick not that good at all. I didn't know that was even on there. So then I took it apart a second time to apply grease, and that went very poorly. I completely broke it. Then I took it apart a third time to grab parts from a really bad controller I have to replace the thing I broke. And I broke that one too, and then I rage quit, and I took the steel bowl and put it in a little baggie and threw it all in the trash. I was not happy. It's unfortunate because the one I wanted to use was a really good joystick. The other one was a trash controller. Wow. Wow. If the level is called Butt of All Jokes, then surely Yoshi must be waiting for you here. Wow. The new controller? It's just an OEM joystick, but I'm not gonna do it. But if I can get somebody who knows what they're doing to put the steel bowl I kept in the bag, and I'll put it in there to preserve the joystick, but I'm not taking it apart ever again. Not doing it. Dang it. Like, I'm not doing it. I think it's just general gym leader music, but yeah. Ah. I guess we'll save Mario's mystery meat for later. That's our next hack. I don't think I'll finish in 20 minutes or whatever. What? A frame perfect door. Ah. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, that bonk made me miss. Alright, chat. I gotta take a quick break. Be right back. Dude, I was saying, Worlds is one of the best things to happen as a content creator. It's just like, instead of playing Space Pig's cool new levels, blah blah whatever, it's playing Super Space Pig World. Everybody's like, oh my god, no way. There we go. God. Ugh, I don't know how I managed to miss that. Dude, that was pretty darn cool. There was a lot of stuff happening. Yo, we got the record. That was very fun. It's hard. People not experienced with new soup would probably struggle. Your 3-year-old's trying to feed me chips through the TV. God damn, wait. Nice troll level, buddy. I don't even know what just happened. Come on. Yes. All right. This boss is like sneaky difficult. Oh, I'm glad I landed on that. Yeah. Oh, is this brain power? Adrenaline is pumping. Does Carl still play brain power on stream? The sequel? What the heck? Editor David? What's that mean? Physics got a shout out! No way! I'm sure that's the one in here. Yeah, thanks for making the hack. It was really cool. Definitely too hard for when it came out, but for now it's a solid hard hack. When this came out, I would have literally not been able to beat it. I guess I could have beat it. It would have taken over 100 hours, I bet. I didn't really get good at the game till I played Grand Poo World 2. And that's just when I got good. Now I'm extremely good. But I felt like I really understood the physics engine with Grand Poo World 2. Yeah, definitely recommend it if you're pretty skilled. It's not even close to good for even like intermediate. This is well above like a middle level hack. It's pretty tough. You don't want Barb to land on it. Well, if he rages at your hack, just know he rages at literally every hack, so. He's already played it? Oh. Did he rage at it? Yeah, this was kind of like, the search for salmon. Like, when that came out, it was way too hard, for nearly anybody. I think some people did beat it, but this is kind of in a similar timeline. Like, this was just face melting hard back then. The end. Alright, another hack down in our beat literally every ROM hack that ever existed and ever will exist marathon. That's a realistic thing to achieve for sure. The next hack is Mario's Mystery Meat. I'm sure it will be very appropriate for this stream. We're not playing it today, unfortunately. We'll probably play it tomorrow. And I'm assuming we'll beat it tomorrow, so after that is Anesthesia by Lightalines and Sayla. They had one of the levels in the recent GDQ race, and it was really cool, so that'll probably be cool too. And then the Bean hack, which is going to take a billion years. Alright, well, we finished, and it's close enough to time to swap. I'm not counting on the controller get it. Let me check the shipping one more time. Yeah, it still says it's at the processing center, but it is in the state. So I guess we'll just say we're going to be doing more